It's been a mystery for more than a century, but the Great Lakes Shipwreck Historical Society found a shipwreck from 103 years ago off the Keweenaw Peninsula. Corey Atkins has the story in northern Michigan in focus.
We got a wreck. Yee-hee!
That shipwreck looks unlike, I think, about any shipwreck that maybe we've seen in recent years. It looks like an explosion on the bottom of the lake.
The sonar image you're seeing is of the 290-foot SR Kirby.
Went down on May 8th, 1916. It had left Ashland, Wisconsin the night before. Pretty calm weather if you read the reports. As they were getting closer to the Keweenaw Peninsula, the weather was getting dirtier and nastier and the winds were picking up.
The Kirby was also towing a 352-foot steel barge, the George E. Hartnell.
Some of the historical accounts indicate that this ship was probably overloaded and maybe not evenly loaded, so they weren't in a great position for a big storm.
Winds were clocked at 76 miles an hour. Accounts said a big wave came and took the Kirby, and 22 men more than 800 feet to the bottom of Lake Superior. 2 men survived. The barge Hartnell somehow broke free and was rescued later. And believe it or not, there was one more survivor from the Kirby.
The captain's dog was swimming in the wreckage and was reportedly seen to be swimming next to the captain, a man by the name of David Girardin from Cleveland. And when the captain finally lost any strength that he had and slipped beneath the waves, the dog ended up getting near a piece of wreckage and was later picked up by the Coast Guard out of Eagle Harbor.
That's steel frame with wood. That is the Kirby.
The Shipwreck Society's Director of Marine Operations, Daryl Ertel, has been studying the wreckage with their ROV. The Kirby was a unique ship for that era.
This is a composite ship. A handful of these were built. So you've got an iron frame, as I understand it, with a wooden hull surrounding it. It was kind of a new technology, or a technology they were experimenting with.
An important wreck to look back, document, and try to understand what happened to the Kirby over a century ago.
I think it's every bit as important to tell the stories of the crew of a ship like that as it would be for maybe a more famous shipwreck like the Edmund Fitzgerald, because every one of those crew members that went down with that ship, and the Kirby reportedly went down in about a minute. It took it that long to sink. So if you think about the crew that might have been in the engine room, might have been below decks, they didn't have any chance to get off of that ship. I'd say their story is every bit as important as that of the more famous shipwreck.
For Northern Michigan in Focus, I'm Corey Adkins.